أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome all to G4 Holy Qur'an class for Muta'allimat. Hope you all are doing well by the grace of Allah. I am your day teacher today, and I will be assisted by the teaching assistant and the support teacher, inshallah. Before we start our class, in order to maintain respect for the Holy Qur'an, please ensure that you have performed wudu, you have covered your head, and you're sitting in a quiet room. Also, make sure that you have logged in with your correct ID and switched your camera and microphone off. And before we start our class, we have to make an announcement that if anyone would like to if anyone is interested to become a part of our G4 team, you may kindly contact us via the same email ID from which you have received your daily class reminders. I would like to remind you that one of the motto of our G4 classes are to cultivate muallimat from muta'allimat. So if you are interested in joining the G4 team, you can kindly email us in the same email ID in which you receive the daily reminders, class reminders. And with this, we will now start with the Adiyatul Quran. And I would like to request ST to unmute a student.
Can I please request G471 to come on the mic?
Assalamu alaikum, G471.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Okay.
After Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah, please do the dua.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbish rahli wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli waj'al li waziram min ahli. My Lord, open out for me my breast and ease from me my task, and loose the knot of my tongue, that they may understand my speech, and grant me a helper from my family.
Jazakumullah. So can you please read this part once again? G471, Assalamu alaikum. Can you just read this one?
Oh, yes. I was muted for a little while. Okay. Rabbish rahli sadri.
Yes, mashallah. Okay, Jazakallah. So make sure you make a kalkala on the dal, okay?
Right.
And as you can see, this is a prayer of Prophet Moses alayhi salam, and this is from Surah Taha, verses 26 to 30. Jazakumullah. Now we will do the hadith, and I will request ST to unmute another student, please.
Can I please request G444 to come on the mic?
G444, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. G444.
Assalamu alaikum. I couldn't do it. Unmute.
Oh, sorry.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Alaikum salam. Can you do the hadith, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد عن عبد الله بن عمرو رضي الله عنهما قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم يقال لصاحب القرآن اقرأ وارتقي ورتل كما ترتل في الدنيا فإن منزلتك عند آخر آية تقرأ بها. Hazrat Abdullah ibn Amr Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu reports that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, on the day of judgment, it will be said to the man devoted to the Quran, go on reciting the Quran and continue ascending in ranks in the heavens, recite in the slow, rhythmic and melodious manners as you had been reading in worldly life. Your final place will be where you shall reach at the time of the last ayat of your recitation. Allahumma salli ala
Jazakumullah, you remember recited. Now moving on to the Malfuzat. Can we have another student, please, ST?
Can I please request G461 to come on the mic?
G461, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Could you please do the Malfuzat?
Study the Holy Qur'an frequently, and you should keep writing details of misdeeds, and then strive with the grace and support of Allah Almighty to abstain from these misdeeds. This will be the first step of attaining righteousness. When you strive in this way, Allah Almighty will then empower you, and the cup of forgiveness will be given to you, which will cool down your impure passions. After this, only virtues will prevail. As long as a person does not become righteous, this cup is neither bestowed upon him, nor his acts of worship and prayers are accepted. For Allah Almighty says, إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ, meaning, undoubtedly, Allah Almighty only accepts the acts of worship of the righteous. It is absolutely true that prayer, salah, and fasting are accepted only from the righteous. Malfuzat, Volume 4, page 656.
Jazakumullah. So now we will move on to the next session, which is the quiz. And I request TA to conduct the quiz, please.
Jazakallah DT. Assalamu alaikum everyone. So let's start our today's quiz. And question number 1 is, when is it forbidden to recite the Holy Quran? A. Midnight, B. After Asr prayer, C. At noon, or D. None of them. ST, can I have a student?
Can I please request G446 to come on the mic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think it's D.
None of them. That is correct. Well done. Yeah. Jazakallah. Question number 2. What is the sign for compulsory stop in the text of the Holy Quran? Is it A, G? Is it B, Mim? Or is it C, Ta? Or is it D, Za? ST, can I have a student?
Can I please ask G463 to come on the mic?
G463. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum. I think it's B. Meme.
Good thing it's meme, and that is the correct answer. Well done. Question number 3. In which chapter or surah of the Holy Quran Allah has chosen Islam as our religion? A. Surah Al-Ma'idah, B. Surah Al-Ahzab, C. Surah Muhammad, or D. Surah Al-Mu'minun? ST, can I have a student?
Can I please ask G411 to come on the mic?
G411, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think it's Surat Ahzab or Surat Maida maybe.
So you're not sure? Let's see
I'm
the
not
answer.
sure.
So it is actually Surah Al-Ma'idah.
Okay, thank you.
Jazakallah. Moving on to question 4. How many prophets are mentioned in the Quran according to Tafsir Saghir? A. 29, B. 31, C. 26, or D. 27? ST, can I have a student on mic?
Can I please request G434 to come on the mic?
G434.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think it's A, 29.
29. So let's check. It's actually 26, not 29. But anyways, that was a good try. Question number 5, which is the last question. Which of the following group of people has not been mentioned in Surah Al-Fatiha? A. The blessed. B. Those deviated from the right path. C. The cursed. Or D. The hypocrites. ST, can I have a student?
Can I request G471 to come on the mic?
G471, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Which of the following group of people has not been mentioned in Surah Fatiha? Probably the blessed ones.
Okay,
A.
and the
A.
and okay, you think A is the answer? It's actually D. The
It's
hypocrites.
D. Okay.
Jazakallah. This concludes our today's quiz, and back to the DT.
Jazakumullah, TA, for conducting the quiz. So now we will move on to today's lesson. Before that, I would like to also announce that inshallah in the lesson practice session, we will have the Tahsinul Qira session as well. Inshallah, a student from the Al-Hafizun team will also be joining us today, inshallah. And so moving on, so today we are going to learn about the rule of ikhfa. And ikhfa means to conceal, suppress, or hide. And this rule is applied in 2 cases. One is when we see noon sakin or tanween, and the second is when we see mim sakin. So this is also known as ikhfa shafawi when we do the rule of ikhfa on mim sakin. So what do we need to do? So we need to conceal the sound of mim sakin or noon sakin, and we have to read it with a light nasal sound for 2 seconds. So first we will see about the ikhfa of noon sakin and tanween. So we have already learned many rules about noon sakin and tanween. The first one is idgham, and we have learned about the 6 letters of idgham, which is yarmalun. And what do we have to do when we when these 6 letters comes after noon sakin or tanween? We have to assimilate them with the either completely or partially with these letters. Then we learned about the rule of izhar, and we learned the 6 letters of izhar, and we also learned that during izhar we will clearly pronounce the sound of noon sakin and tanween. Then the other rule we learned about noon sakin and tanween is iqlab, and we learned that when this letter ba comes after noon sakin or tanween, it will be changed into a meme sound. So in Arabic, if we exclude these 13 letters, then we will have 15 letters. And the rule of ikhfa is applied when nun sakin or tanween comes after these 15 letters. So this is it is a bit difficult to memorize all these letters. So you have to make sure that the letter that's coming next is not one of the letter of idgham or izhar or iqlab. Then we have to apply the rule of ikhfa over there. So what is the rule of ikhfa? So we have to conceal partially the sound of noon sakin and tanween, and it has a partial noon sound has to be produced with the nasal sound for 2 seconds. Okay, so for example, you can see this that the letter coming after noon sakin is a ta, and it is not one of the letters of idgham, izhar or iqlab. So what we will do? We will do izhar over here. So it will be recited as Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Manzab. Okay, so 2 second concealed nasal sound will be produced over here. Another thing that we need to be aware of is that whenever noon sakin or tanween, if after a noon sakin or tanween, the next letter is a tafkhim letter, then the gunna of ikhfa will also be thick and broad sound. If the letter coming after is a tarqiq letter, then the gunna sound of noon sakin or tanween would be a thin gunna. Okay, so ta is a tarqiq letter, so the noon sakin sound is also made as a thin sound. And if we see this example, we can see that the letter following noon sakin is a thick letter, sod. So we will make a thick gunna like mansura. Okay, so make sure that the noon sound is concealed after the letter behind the next letter. Okay, so now we will discuss about the ikhfa of mim sakin. So in ikhfa of mim sakin, we have to remember only one letter, that is the letter ba. So mim sakin will be pronounced with a light nasal sound for 2 seconds or counts if the next word starts with the letter ba, and this rule is also known as ikhfa shafawi or the labial concealment. Okay, so when the next word after the next letter after mim sakin is a ba, then we have to make an ikhfa, that is a concealed nasal sound of mim for 2 seconds. So for example, this would be read as Tarmihim bihijara. Okay, so over here you will make a 2 second nasal sound of concealed nasal sound of mim, and that has to be made for 2 seconds. Okay, so now I would request ST to unmute a student so that we can practice the rule of ikhfa.
Can I please request G464 to come on the mic?
Assalamu alaikum G464.
We try someone else. Can I request G4H2 to come on the mic?
G4.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam G482.
Yes.
Can you do this row after Tawuz and Tasmiyah?
Sure. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ينصرون من صلصال سراء ذلك منصورا.
Excellent. MashaAllah, very well recited. So what rule have you applied over here?
I'm applying the rule of ikhfa because noon sakina is followed by a sod.
Yes, MashaAllah. Jazakumullah. And also you can see that there are examples of ikhfa from the names of parts of the Holy Quran. So the part 4, the name of part 4 is Lan tanalu. So this is an example of ikhfa. And also part 12, also we can see the rule of ikhfa applied over there. So now can I have one more student to practice the ikhfa of meme sakin, ST?
Can I please request G455 to come on the mic?
G455, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So can you read this second row after the Awzan Tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أم كنتم به يعلم بأن الله رب يعلم بأن الله.
So you can see that there is a meme sakin and it is followed by the letter ba, right? So you have to make a 2-second nasal sound there. يَعْلَمْ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ.
يعلم بأن الله
Much better.
ربهم بهم.
Excellent, mashallah. So can you tell me what rule you have applied over here?
Ikhfa, because meme circle is followed by ba.
Yeah, and what is it also known as?
Ikhfa, yeah.
Because of meme sakin, it is also known as ikhfa shafawi. Okay,
Okay.
jazakumullah. So now we will move on to the Tahsinul Qira session. So I would like to request TA to take over.
Jazakallah DT. So as DT mentioned earlier, that we will have a Tahsinul Qira segment today, and a student from Al-Hafizun has joined us today to recite a few verses from the surah. So I will request the support teacher to unmute the student to come on the mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. So if you could make us start from verse 42.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واذكر عبدنا أيوب إذ نادى ربه أني مسني الشيطان بنصب وعذاب اركض برجلك هذا مغتسل بارد وشراب ووهبنا له أهله ومثلهم معهم رحمة منا وذكرى لأولي الألباب غفا فاضرب به ولا تحنث إنا وجدناه صابرا نعم العبد إنه أواب واذكر عبادنا إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب أولي الأيدي والأبصار إنا أخلصناهم بخالصة ذكر الدار وإنهم عندنا لمن المصطفين الأخيار واذكر إسماعيل واليسع وذا الكفل وكل من الأخيار هذا ذكر وإن للمتقين لحسن مآب.
Jazakallah, mashallah, that was really, really beautiful. Your delivery of verses was beautiful and your recitation is truly captivating. You applied all the rules very well, idgham, iqlab, qalqala. Well done for coming on the mic and Jazakallah. Just one mistake I noticed here. I think it might be because you were reading and you didn't notice. Perhaps you were meant to stop on this because of this thought. And other than that, there was no mistake. Well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Hope this helped. This was helpful to everyone listening, and we can improve our recitation as well. Jazakallah. And now we will make a start to our verses for Surah practice today from verse 33 to 40. So, ST, can I have a student on mic?
Can I request ID G459 come on the mic, please?
G459, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Could you make a start from this verse, please?
Yes, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال إني أحببت حب الخير عن ذكر ربي حتى توارت بالحجاب.
Jazakallah. Could you read this word again for me?
إني is babtu.
Yeah. So
إني أحببت.
yeah, you were meant to make a light qalqala there, like medium jerk, babtu, because it's the rule of qalqala applied.
Oh, yes.
And also where I've highlighted here, remember the rule that we've learned today, rule of ikhfa.
Yes.
So how do we conceal the sound of noon? Can you try again?
Oh, yeah. Zikri.
Yeah, just make sure that the noon sound at the end is not very clear. It needs to be concealed. Zikri.
Yeah, Jazakallah. Zikri Rabbi.
Jazakallah. And can you tell me, you applied this rule here very well. Can you tell me the name of this rule on Qai? If you can remember.
Yeah, Madia.
Not Madhya. because we're not, well, we are softly elongating this.
Is it lean?
It is lean. It
Yeah,
is
it
your
is
lean.
lean. Yeah.
Well done. And do you know the name of this stroke?
Fata Eshbaya.
Fatha Ishbaya, and we meant to prolong this for 2 seconds or 2 counts.
Yes. Yes,
And do
please.
you remember so we have this mud here, right, or noon? Do you remember the name of this mud here?
Yeah. Mat Sahir.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and it's from 3 to 5 seconds long.
Yeah, 3 to 5 seconds long. But is it madde munfasil or madde muttasil? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's fine. So it's one of the mud where we talked about madde munfasil because it's between 2 successive words, and the second word starts with alif.
Oh, okay, Muntasir.
Okay, Jazakallah for coming on the mic. ST, can I have another student on mic now?
Can I request ID G445 come on the mic, please?
G445, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay, I'll start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ردها علي فتفك مسعا بالسوق والأعناق.
Jazakallah. Could you read the first 2 words again?
Okay. ردها علي.
Okay, so do you see this vowel with sukoon, right? So this is the madhya, vowel madhya here. So you meant to prolong this for 2 seconds.
Okay. So should I try again?
Yes, please.
ردوها علي.
Well done. The first one was better this time. So because we have this ta here, right? Which means you need to stop here. So when we make a pause, then we don't say alayya. So this fatha turns into
Oh,
sukoon.
alay. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, no worries. And you want to try one more time?
Yes.
Both words?
Yeah. ردوها علي.
Well done. And can you tell me, if you can remember, what rule was applied on this?
Was it the it was the meme Sakin rule. It was the meme mushad
There's one of the rule of noon sakin and tanween. So if after noon sakin or tanween we see letter ba, then which rule does this belong to?
is it the rule we learnt today?
No, today was the rule of ikhfa, which rule only had like one letter. So our day teacher today did mention the
Iqlab.
Iqlab, well done. So only Iqlab had one letter ba, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean? Is that this tanween changes into mim, hambisu, right?
Yes.
Well done for remembering. And what is the rule here then? On this wow.
Is that the vowel madhya?
Wow, madhya. And what are you meant to do here?
Prolong it for 2 seconds.
Well done. Prolong for 2 seconds. Jazakallah for coming on the mic and for reciting. Right, ST, can I have another student?
Can I request ID G481 come on the mic, please?
G481, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا سُلَيْمَانَ وَأَلْقَيْنَا عَلَى كُرْسِيِّهِ جَسَدًا ثُمَّ أَنَابَ.
Jazakallah. Which rule was applied on this?
I should have done إخفاء.
Well done.
جَسَدًا ثُمَّ.
Well done for remembering. And what rule is applied here?
Do you mean the shadda or the?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to do nasalization.
Nasalization, well done. So ghunna. And what about this one here?
And that's a yaleen.
Yaleen. And we've already told the ikhwa rule here. And when you were making a stop here, which rule you applied?
Kalkala.
Kalkala on letter?
Ba.
Ba. Well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic. ST, can I have another student?
Can I request ID G465 come on the mic, please?
G465. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال رب اغفر لي وهب لي ملكا لا ينبغي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب.
Jazakallah. Could you tell me what rule is applied here? Ikhwa. So can you try again from innaka up to the end?
إنك أنت الوهاب.
Sorry, I couldn't quite catch that here. Try one more time. Yeah, that's much better. So you need to make sure that your noon sound is concealed.
Okay.
And what rule is applied here?
It's Kalkala.
Kalkala, well done. And what about this one here?
Iqlab.
Iqlab. And how do you know it's Iqlab?
Noon sakin followed by ba and to mean.
Well done, Jazakallah. And what about this one here?
Taghamme kamil.
And how do you know that?
Because lam shadad followed by tanween.
Tanween, well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic and for answering these questions. Right, moving on to the next verse. ST, can I have another student?
Can I request G446 to come on the mic, please?
G446.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فسخرنا له Sorry, I'll start again. فسخرنا له الريح تجري بأمره رخاء حيث أصاب.
Can you read the next one as well?
والشياطين كل بناء وغواص.
Jazakallah. So here, I noticed you were running out of breath and you paused and slightly and then you continued from the next word. So if you were running out of breath, make sure that you go like one or two words back and then continue.
Yeah.
And yeah, you read beautifully. There was no any mistakes. I'm just going to ask a couple of questions. What rule was applied on this word, if you can spot?
This is Jim is Kalkla letter.
Well done. Jim is
Tajuri.
Kalkala. Yes. And what about this on this na?
This is we have to prolong it for 2 seconds.
2 seconds. And do you know what kind of mud is this one?
Yeah, this one is harufe sorry, madde kabir. This is
Yeah.
madde muntasil.
So is it munfasil or muttasil?
Muttasil, sorry.
Muttasil. And how do you identify this is madde muttasil?
No, I can't remember that one.
So after this mud, we have Hamza, right?
Hamza, yeah.
So that is the way to remember. And this is the one of the halki letters, Hamza.
Yeah.
And what rules applied on this word?
This one is Yalin, and we soften the ha sound 2 seconds. Haisu.
And I'm going to ask the same question here. What kind of mud is this here?
This is madde sagir, madde munfasil.
It is madde kabir, not sagir.
It is? Oh, okay.
And what did you say? Muttasil or munfasil?
Madde muntasil. Muttasil.
Muttasil. Well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic.
Welcome.
ST, can I have another student?
Can I request ID G434 come on the mic, please?
G434, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وآخرين مقرنين في الأصفاد.
Carry on.
هذا عطاؤنا هذا عطاؤنا فامنن أو أمسك بغير حساب.
Jazakallah. Yeah, that is fine. So here you were running out of breath. So then make sure that you go back a few words and then continue. And here, could you read this word again for me?
Yeah. عطاؤنا.
Yeah, this is much better. I think before you prolong this oo.
Yeah, I did it again, so I tried to shorten it.
Yeah, because this wow has it's just nothing. We can ignore that wow, and this will be just 1 second pronunciation. And also, can you tell me what kind of mud is this one?
Mad muttasil.
Muttasil, well done. And how do you know?
Because there's a Hamza after it.
Hamza after it, well done. And what about this rule over here on O?
Oh, this is Vowlin.
Vowlin, and what about here?
This is Yalin.
Yalin. Jazakallah. That was all good. Jazakallah for coming on the mic. Right. ST, can I have a student on mic?
Can I request ID G450 come on the mic, please?
G450.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yes. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال إني أحببت حب الخير عن ذكر ربي حتى تَوَارَتْ بِالْحِجَابِ.
Jazakallah. You made a slight mistake here. It was hubbal, not hubbul.
Oh, hubbal, sorry.
Hubbal, yeah.
Okay, you want me to read it again?
Yes, please.
Okay. From the hubbal khairi or from the beginning?
You can read from beginning up to here.
Okay. فقال إني أحببت حب الخير عن ذكر ربي.
Jazakallah. And can you tell me what rule will be applied on this one?
That's ikhfa rule.
Ikhfa rule. So how do you apply ikhfa rule on this?
This zikri.
Yes, well done. Dhikri. And can you tell me the rule here on this?
That's mushaddad rule plus the madam munfasil is over there, and I have to make it prolong for 3 to 5 seconds.
Well done. And how do you identify that this is madam munfasil?
Because the ya is there, ya madya is there, and above there's madam munfasil over there. That's why.
Yeah, and it's between two.
Yeah, it's between two. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done for remembering that. Jazakallah for coming on the mic.
Jazakallah.
Ice-T, can I have another student?
Can I request ID G424 come on the mic, please?
G424.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Waalaikumsalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ردوها علي فطفق مسحا بالسوق والأعناق ولقد فتنا سليمان ولقد فتنا سليمان وألقينا على كرسيه جسدا ثم أناب.
Jazakallah. That was all rules applied really well there. And can you tell me the name of this rule applied here?
Yeah, the rule of Iqla.
Iqla, well done. And what about here?
The Yalin.
Yalin, and on this one?
Ikhfa.
Ikhfa, well done. And what is the rule of Ikhfa again?
Noon, Sakin, and Tanween. After that, if there is any kind no iqlab rule and no harufi halki and no yarmalun, then you can apply iqlab rule.
Well done.
Sorry, iqfa rule there.
Really good answer. Jazakallah for coming on the mic. Right, ST, can I have another student?
Yes, can I request ID G420 come on the mic, please?
G420, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال رب اغفر لي وهب لي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب.
Jazakallah. So just one here because we have this alif madya, so make sure to prolong this for 2 seconds. And can you tell me the rule applied on this one here?
This is iqlab because of the followed by ba.
Well done.
Yeah, noon sakin or noon tanween followed by
And
ba.
what ba rule here?
This is it's sorry idgham kamil.
And how do you know?
Because lam mushaddad or ra mushaddad, if it's followed by sakin or tanween.
Well done. Jazakallah for remembering that. And what rule was applied on this one here?
This is ikhfa.
And what is the rule of ikhfa?
This is if we have like the iqlab, haruf halki and haruf yarmulun, if they don't follow the other letter, if they come before noon sakin or tanween, then we have to do the ikhfa.
Yeah, so after noon sakin or tanween, any of those 15 letters come, then we have to do ikhfa there. Well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic. ST, can we have one more student on mic?
Can I request G422 to come on the mic, please?
G422, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فسخرنا له الريح تجري بأمره رخاء عن حيث أصاب.
Jazakallah. So if you were running out of breath the first time, then when you make a pause, then make sure you do not read the kasra.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And can you tell me what kind of mud is this one?
That's madde muttasil.
Muttasil. And how do you know?
Because it's at the end of a word and there's a hamza afterwards.
It's a hamza afterwards. Jazakallah. And can you tell me what rule is applied here?
Yaleen.
Yaleen, well done. Jazakallah for coming on the mic, and this concludes the surah practice for today. I will now hand over to the DT.
Jazakumullah. Let me share my screen. Okay. So Jazakumullah TA for the session. And now we have come to the concluding session. Before that, we will do the recap. So today we learned about ikhfa, and we learned that there are 15 letters of ikhfa of noon sakin. So what we need to do is we have to make sure that we do a concealed nasal sound when any of the huruf al-ikhfa comes after the noon sakin or tanween. So the thing you have to bear in mind is that the letter that's coming after noon sakin or tanween is not a letter of idgham, or not a letter of ikhfa, or not a letter of iqlab. So for all other 15 letters, you have to make a concealed nasal sound for 2 seconds. And then we learned about the ikhfa of mim sakin, which is also known as ikhfa shafawi. And we learned that whenever ba, the letter ba, comes after mim sakin, we have to make a concealed nasal sound of mim for 2 seconds. So here are the some examples of ikhfa mim sakin and ikhfa noon sakin. Also, before we conclude today's session, I would also like to remind you once again about joining the G4 team. So if you are interested, please reply us to via the email in which you can get your daily reminders about the class So please email us via that email ID. And we are now concluding the lesson, and I would like to request Esti to unmute a student for reciting the ending prayer.
Can I ask ID G482 to come on the mic, please?
G482, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam warahmatullah.
Yes, after Tawaz and Tasmiyah,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم إني عبدك وابن عبدك وابن أمتك ناصيتي بيدك ماض في حكمك عدل في قضاؤك أسألك بكل اسم هو لك سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي You want to make any corrections, or I can read the translation?
just one thing. So over here, I think you recited hukmak. So it is hukmuk.
Yes,
And over here, there is no, you don't have to make any nasal sound because this is izhar.
Here. Yeah, jazakumullah.
That mashallah, very well recited. So please continue with the translation.
O Allah, I'm your servant, the son of your servant and the son of maidservant. My forehead is in your hand, and your command concerning my prevails, and your decision concerning me is just. I call upon you by every one of the beautiful names with which you have described yourself, or which you have revealed in your book, or you have taught to any of your creatures, or which you have chosen to keep the knowledge of the unseen with you, to make the Qur'an the delight of my soul, the light of my heart, and the source to remove my grief and sadness, and dispel my anxiety and fear.
Jazakumullah. So Jazakumullah to everyone who joined today's class. Inshallah, we will continue our class in next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.